It is time for the Timps. What is up, friends? It's Kim Tajima Newberry here for another video. Woo! And today we are talking all about them Altra Timps version 1.5. And while a lot of people had issues with version 1 of the shoe, I feel like I was in the minority of people who really loved it. I raced multiple races in version 1 of this shoe. I could not get enough. So it's no surprise that I was very excited to get my feet into version 1.5 of these guys. I am a sucker for a new shoe. Every time a new shoe comes out, it feels like Christmas morning when you're opening the present. Is it gonna be cool or is it gonna be a box overflowing with adorable puppies? Like always, I'll be covering a few key points. And today, those being durability, cushioning, grip, fit, and comfort. Okay, so let's dig in. First up, we have durability. This is kind of going to sound familiar if you watched my Evo Speedgoat review, but I had the same experience with these shoes as I had with my Speedgoat 3s. And by that, I mean the first pair of the Timp 1.5s that I received, I actually busted through the upper with around 40 miles in them. And you guys, I swear I'm not doing anything weird with my feet or with my shoes. I'm not putting them in a blender. I'm not running them over with my car. I'm not letting Gus chew them. I don't know what is going on, but obviously I've had some weird kind of durability issues with a couple different shoes. Whether it's a fluke or a defective pair, who knows? With all that being said, I reached out to Altra's customer service and they were kind enough to send me a replacement pair right away. And as far as the durability goes on my replacement pair, which are these guys here, well, they do look a little dirty and nasty. I have well over 200 miles in these, all over all sorts of terrain and conditions, and they've held up really well. The upper's in great condition, the outsole is holding up perfectly, and there's no real signs of wear at all. So I'm anticipating I'll be able to get another couple 100 miles out of these guys with no problems at all, which makes me feel like the first pair that I received of these were potentially defective. And next up, let's talk cushioning. The cushioning in this shoe. I love the cushioning in this shoe. Love it. It is soft, it is supple, it is ample, it is so good. I find that I really enjoy these shoes for the days that I'm gonna be out on the trails for a long time, where I know that I'm just gonna be out there for hours and hours. These provide a nice, soft, smooth ride, and I can't get enough. Seriously, I can't get enough. And while these are super soft, I do feel like I get a little bit of spring in them. You're not gonna get a super responsive ride like something like the Superior 4. However, you're also not gonna feel like you're packing around soggy bottoms on your feet, which I realize soggy bottoms probably a reference that very few of you guys are gonna get. All that to say, with all of this cushion and all of the softness, it's not gonna feel like you're dragging around heavy wet sponges on your feet. So overall, soft, yes, squishy, no. Fun, smooth ride. And up next is grip. The outsole is made from Altra's DuraTread, which is meant to improve grip on tame and technical trails. But does it work? In my experience, I feel like the grip has been fantastic in drier conditions. Even on dry technical trails, it has worked great. However, where I feel like the grip has failed me a little bit is in those wetter conditions, which obviously living in the Pacific Northwest, we get often. I have found myself slipping all over the place when the rocks, roots, or the wooden bridges that we encounter all the time up here are a little bit wet, which makes me a little nervous. So would I feel confident doing a full sand in these shoes on a wet technical descent? Not really, which kind of sucks. Because honestly, descents are where I love to have my fun. In a perfect dream world of mine, I would love to see something like a Vibram outsole on these shoes to help with the wetter conditions. If that was added, that would be a game changer for me. All right, moving on to fit and comfort. As far as fit goes, I do feel like these shoes are pretty true to size. I wear my usual size 9 in them, and I would consider them a reasonably light trail shoe, coming in at around 9.3 ounces in my size. They don't by any means feel heavy on down the foot. I mean, if you're comparing them to something like the Superior, they may feel like a more substantial shoe, but not heavy by any means. And of course, these being Altras, they do have their signature foot shape design, which honestly is one of the first reasons why I did fall in love with Altras in general, is because you guys know I love me a nice wide toe box. Right out of the box, these shoes feel good. They feel comfortable. They feel like coming home to me. I know that's kind of like an odd way to describe how a shoe feels, but honestly, every time I pull a new pair of Timps out of the box and put them on, that's just kind of how I feel. However, with all that being said, I feel like with some wear in this shoe, the upper has stretched out a little bit. So I'm really finding myself having to like crank down and tighten those lacets corset style to try and get my foot locked into the shoe. The more wear I have in the shoe, the more I'm finding them to feel a little sloppy and a little unstable. I'm finding myself stopping on the side of the trail to tighten up them laces to try and get a secure fit. So to summarize, is this shoe a hit or a miss for me? Like any good rom-com, this love story has some highs, it has some lows, but it has a happy ending. For me, this shoe is a definite hit. I'm a sucker for the Timp 1.5s because of the wide toe box, because of the cushy and smooth ride, because of the ability I have to go long in these shoes. And at a fairly reasonable $130, I feel like that only ups the desirability of these shoes. And if you want to snag your own pair of the Altra Timp 1.5s, or if you want more information on them, I'll have affiliate links down below in the description. Those affiliate links, of course, help keep this channel running and cost you nothing. Feel free to use them or not, totally up to you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that silly little bell so you get notifications of my new videos. And most importantly, go pet a doggy. Thank you guys. I'll see you again next week. Goodbye.